Radio Nowhere. WJBD is proud to permit Radio Nowhere.
Come on, fellas. We got to pay respect.
All right, we're back.
And we are back.
And welcome back.
It is Radio Nowhere. This is Matt Donahoe.
Steve Stein.
Chad Spray.
Into the mic.
Matt Leibarger.
And it feels good to be back.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. And I have not been on the air for about a month. And I've been missing it. Steve, when was the last time you were on?
3 weeks ago.
2 weeks, so almost a month for you.
I don't remember the last time I was here.
I think you've been on here more recently than I have.
That is true, I think.
It's been about 3 months for me. I've been going around the country following a Beatles tribute band. So
Really?
yeah, that's where I've been.
I figured you were just driving over.
It was great.
Yeah, I mean, if it takes you an hour to go from Centralia to Salem, how long does it take you to drive across country, Chad?
A long time. I had a hard time. I just kept going left.
Nice.
Oh, well, we haven't been on, but it seems like nothing's changed. We're back. Happy Easter. It's Radio Nowhere. What did we hear? Funky, tell us what we heard.
We just heard Jane from Jefferson Starship at that point. I don't know.
What collection of hits is that, by the way? Is it everything?
It's Jefferson Airplane, Jefferson Starship, and Starship.
What are they now, by the way? Ship?
Nothing.
You know what?
Teleporter? Jefferson Teleporter?
There is a version of Jefferson Airplane that still tours. I don't know who's in what. I'm not a huge fan. And then there may be a Starship that's touring also.
There needs
separately.
to be a Jefferson Teleporter. Because
Jefferson Hovercraft.
taking us through the ages. And what do we hear before that?
Oh, yeah. Before that was Funeral from the John Spencer Blues Explosion. From there, that's my newest CD. They're a longtime favorite of mine.
And my question, and this is fingers crossed on this one, for that John Spencer Blues Explosion CD, I haven't had a chance to listen to it, but I hope on that CD they find some way to work their name into a song.
A lot of yes and a lot of name checking. That kind of goes with the territory.
So, do you like that new one? What's it called? Funeral?
The album or the song?
Both.
Funeral is the song. The album is No Wave Dance Party. Wait, no, Freedom Tower / No Wave Dance Party 2015, whatever that means.
Oh boy! So, how's everybody else been? Doing well?
Pretty good.
Stevie?
Good.
Been checking out any music? Any new music? Anything? I know John Spencer Blues came up there. Anybody got anything new they're listening to?
No.
Well, I'll tell you, my 13-year-old is kind of getting into different kinds of music, and over the weekend I bought her Michael Jackson's Bad. Steve, are you a Michael Jackson fan?
Not really.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't your daughter a fan, though?
Yeah, I think she likes him well enough.
Chad?
Big Michael Jackson fan.
Big one?
Had the red jacket.
You did?
Yeah, and had the glove. Bought it from Penny's when I was 10 years old.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
That is really not surprising.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
So we were listening to Michael Jackson's Bad, and there are 9 singles that came off of that album of 11. 11 tracks, 9 of them were singles.
I think we also kind of were surprised. I mean, everybody thinks Michael Jackson had this, tons of records, the bulk of his major stuff was really 3, maybe 4 albums.
So because we were trying to track this. Steve, how many albums of Michael Jackson can you name?
Well, there was his title, which was just Michael Jackson, right?
Nope.
Well, he had Bad.
Yep.
Thriller was an album.
Yep.
It was Thrilling.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
No, you're right.
no,
It's Thriller. Go ahead. Sorry, you're doing fine.
Yeah.
Got any more that you can name?
I'm trying to think. I should be able to name another one or two, but
Well, maybe your Facebook column you're looking at, you can pull something about Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
I'll
no
try.
kidding. Hey, I thought we were doing a
trying.
radio show,
you
or
can't see me anyway. There's like 5 monitors in the way.
I can hear you. So can
you hear
everyone
my-
else
can
on
you
the
hear my
radio show.
socks?
But so we were talking about Michael Jackson, trying to figure out what would our top 3 Michael Jackson
Songs? Or?
songs be. Yeah, top 3 Michael Jackson songs.
I don't like too many of his songs, honestly, but
I'm the same way.
and I honestly, Thriller at this point, I'm like way, way over. I hear it all the time. I can't even think of one right offhand that I could say, yeah, I like that, but I know there's one or two that I actually don't mind.
How about Beat It?
Don't really care for it.
Heard it too many times.
Now, Chad came up with kind of this rapid fire, I don't know what you want to call it, fire like interview thing of throwing out bands. Explain it, Chad. It's very simple. Even you can do it.
Take a band, just like Queen, for instance, top 3 Queen songs.
Okay, so we're going to shoot it around the table. Chad's going to name an artist. You have to come up with your top 3 songs from the artist. Not their best, but just your favorites. And we started because we were talking about how many hits Michael Jackson had on how few of albums. But go ahead.
Start with Michael Jackson.
Sure.
You probably got to go with Thriller, obviously.
No.
Can't Stop Till You Get Enough.
That one's all right.
And maybe you want to be starting something just off the top of my head.
Now, see, I've always liked the song Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, not Can't Stop Till You Get Enough, but that's just me.
But yet you knew what I was talking about.
Don't Stop Believing.
Funky?
And I feel sort of prepared because we talked about this a little bit before, but I don't really have much use for anything besides the Thriller album, so I'd go like Thriller, Beat It, Billie Jean, and be done.
See, and I was thinking Smooth Criminal, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, and I just lost it. Smooth Criminal, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, and probably
Ben.
Not Ben, no.
Blood on the Dance Floor.
Well, yeah, that one. Steve, top 3.
I kind of like that Leave Me Alone or whatever one.
Yep, it's from the Bad album.
Yeah, I didn't mind that one.
Black or White, I think, would be in the top.
Yeah,
3.
I have to say, I kind of enjoy that one.
And am I remembering correctly that video premiered after The Simpsons? That was like a
I don't know.
Yeah, the unedited, like a
Like
long
a long
cut.
play, yeah.
And I think, well, there's some things in it that I think raised a fuss and they edited it down.
yeah.
Yeah, I believe George Wendt from Cheers is in it, playing one of the kids' dads.
And the kid is
Is it
Macaulay Culkin.
Maybe.
All right, Steve, one more Michael Jackson. We'll move on to a different artist after this.
I kind of like Dirty Diana.
I
That's
do
all right.
too. That's on Bad as well. I hadn't heard that for years, and we were listening to that. And yeah, that's good stuff.
A little different,
Yeah.
less played.
And you'll notice most of these are from a couple different albums.
And actually, Dirty Diana is from Bad, and he, like I said, he had 9 singles off of that album. One of which was the one of them that didn't get released was a duet with Stevie Wonder. At that point, he's like, "Yeah, I'm so big, I don't need to release a Stevie Wonder song." So, okay, give us another one.
The Rolling Stones.
Funky.
I will go with Jumpin' Jack Flash, Gimme Shelter, and maybe Paint It Black.
See, I'm going Paint It Black, Sympathy for the Devil, and Mother's Little Helper. Steve?
Paint It Black.
Harlem Shuffle.
No. See, I'm just not a big Stones fan, really. There's
Really? I mean, enough that you
I don't even
can't-
know that I could tell you 3 songs of theirs that I particularly would get excited
Really?
about. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan.
Wow. Chad?
Probably Angie and maybe You Can't Always Get What You Want would be 2 and 3, but without a doubt, number 1 is Honky Tonk Women. I think that's my favorite. That's their greatest song.
And unfortunately for him, we cornered station manager Bruce Kropp here and wouldn't let him leave until he gave us some answers. His top three, Bruce Kropp's top three, it's only rock and roll, but I like it. Brown Sugar and Angie, also on his list. So, I think this is a feature we can come back to, some rapid-fire music decisions here. And let's play Rolling Stones' tune right now. And it's one I think we can all agree on because it was on my list, Mother's Little Helper.
What a drag!
Radio Nowhere on WJBD, the Rolling Stones, and Mother's Little Helper. One of my top three Stones. Stones tunes there, and I'm running the board, so I got to play it. So, Chad, fire away.
Top 3 Beatles songs.
Oh, here we go. That's a hard one. Funky, what do you...
There's absolutely no way I could do that. We did narrow it down. Chad asked me if I was more of a Red Album Greatest Hits or Blue Album Greatest Hits, and I sided with Red.
Pardon me.
Oh, Steve, you want to weigh in on the Beatles top 3?
Not really. It's not that big of a deal to me, but we have something that is a big deal.
What's that?
We have a phone call.
Okay, is it about the top 3?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh. Hello, you're on the air.
Probably not.
Hello?
Are you running everything?
No, I don't think so. Hello, you're on the air.
Yeah, hey, I was wanting to call in and get a little radio advertising.
Hey, were you calling in about the top 3 Beatles tunes?
No. I would like to advertise on your radio station.
I feel like we have to say this way too often on the show, but you need to call between 8 and 5 Monday through Friday, because that's when our advertising reps are in, and they would be more than happy to help you out, sir.
Oh, well, I have this directory of WJBD, and it says Matt Donahoe is a sales representative, and I call during the week, and you're never there.
Okay. You know what? A long time ago...
In a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah, in a galaxy far, far... I actually did used to be an advertising representative here at WJBD, but I haven't done that for over 10 years.
It's an older directory. I've been very, very busy with my business.
Okay, well, you have been so busy that you haven't been able to catch up on the fact that I have... I mean, I tell you, I used to actually be on the air. I used to do sales and promotions.
You used to be on the air of what station?
Of this radio station. I have not... This is the only show that I do, and it's not even my show. It's a show that we all do together. The whole Radio Nowhere crew here does it. It's not even my show. We don't even get paid. Do you guys get paid? Do you guys get...
No. Not that I've seen.
No.
Maybe
Okay.
if you sold more advertising, you'd get paid.
Okay.
That's a good point.
What's your name, sir?
Malachi Martin.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Malachi Martin.
Malachi Martin?
Correct.
Okay. And, I mean, is there something I can help you with tonight? Because I don't sell advertising.
I'm just trying to get the word out about my line of ZC Waterbeds.
Okay. VC?
Correct. Waterbeds.
Are waterbeds still a thing?
No.
They're the waterbed of the future today.
They are a pain to take down, I can tell you that.
Yes.
No, this is an entirely different setup than you've ever seen before. It has more of the nautical feel to it.
I'm sorry, a what?
The nautical feel.
A nautical feel? You mean like a boat?
Feel.
What's VC stand for?
Basically, it's a 7-foot-long metallic cylinder, about 3 feet wide. You slide into the cylinder, you put the breathing apparatus over your mouth and nose, you loop it through the porthole, you seal the unit, and then you slumber away on a bed of water.
Okay, are you in the bed?
You're in the cylinder. The cylinder is full of water. You put the mask on.
So you put like a snorkel on?
You put the breathing tube through the portal. You close the tube, and then you are encased in a salinitic water.
So it's like a sensory deprivation tank.
No, it's very comfortable. Very comfortable. The saline is very good for what ails you. There's a temperature control that sets so that your body reaches the optimal nighttime sleeping temperature in a matter of minutes.
What is the optimal nighttime sleeping temperature, by the way?
98 degrees.
I don't think that's accurate. I don't.
It is.
Go ahead. Funky, go ahead.
Sir, are you calling from one of these beds?
I am. I have the optional Bluetooth adapter, which allows you to take phone calls while remaining in the respite slumber of the ZC waterbed.
Sir, I'm getting a picture of just basically a giant silver suppository is what it's sounding like. I mean, or a bullet. I mean, it sounds like so. Let me. How many of these have you sold this year?
This year, this calendar year, or in the last 12 months?
Oh, the last 12 months.
In the last 12 months, Martin, how many of these have we sold in the last 12 months? 2.5 dozen.
2.5 dozen.
I have to ask, how does the half come in?
2.5 dozen.
I'm sorry?
Half a dozen.
Gotcha.
Okay. So I'm curious about the temperature, because it sounds like you could easily, for lack of a better word, boil yourself.
No. See, the optimal sleeping temperature. I mean, you don't really want to wear much of anything in there, a nice swimsuit or whatever behooves you. But you slip into the cylinder, the ZC waterbed.
Right.
You let the warm water lull you to sleep.
That sounds.
And then the best part is, in the morning, when your alarm goes off, the ZC emits a very small electrical pulse into the water to simultaneously raise the water temperature to the optimal waking temperature and also wake your muscles up.
So are you submerged when you're in this thing?
Yes.
So you're in it right now talking to us, but you're submerged underwater. How's that possible?
Okay, the mask goes over your nose and mouth. I have the optional Bluetooth adapter.
Okay.
Yeah, we got that.
Okay, so it's a I get that. I'm just curious why somebody would want to. Are you saying you would sleep all night in this?
Absolutely. It's healthful. It improves circulation, and like I said, the small electrical field that goes through the water when it wakes you up not only energizes you for the morning, but also has non-ADA approved medical benefits.
Are there any side effects?
No, not really. As long as the tube does not slip out of the portal, it's completely safe.
Couple of quick questions for you. You said non-approved. Can you give us some of those? And what does the top of the line model sell for?
Well, it depends. It depends on how Martin sets it up.
Who is Martin, first of all?
Martin is my delivery technician. Martin, you want to talk to Martin briefly?
Sure.
Yeah.
Martin, they want to talk to you. This is Martin.
Hi, Martin?
My name is Martin.
How many?
I'm a delivery setup technician.
Okay, Martin, do you feel like these things are safe?
Of course.
Do you personally set each one up?
Yeah, I kind of like roll it into the room and like slide it into the corner and plug it in.
How often do you have to change the water on one of these? I mean, what's the maintenance requirements of one?
The water's good forever unless it evaporates.
Well, I mean, are we... Okay, I have a question for you here, Martin. I feel like it's a question that we're all kind of beating around the bush about here, or at least not talking about, and that is the whole idea of introducing some sort of electrical current into a body of water that you have submerged yourself in. Explain to me how that's not dangerous.
Boss, are we supposed to disclose the one incident with the old lady named Selma with the electrical current? Oh, hang on.
What?
So,
Martin?
there have been some side effects.
Hold on. Is this Martin or is this Malachi?
Malachi.
Hi, Malachi.
Malachi Martin, and then there's Martin Smith in the back.
Okay, so Martin Smith is who we were talking to, and Malachi Martin. Well, tell me about. I have two questions here. First, tell us about the incident.
Well, completely safe unless the breathing tube slips out of the portal.
And then you drown?
That's one way of putting it.
Is there another way?
You have a out-of-body experience.
For how long?
Permanently.
Okay. Can I ask the question, too, what does VC stand for?
It just seemed, sleek and sexy. Why not? Why not?
Sure. Another question for you. How many people can that fit? Is there like a bigger model where you can fit two people?
Yeah, like a couple's.
And again, what's the cost? We've not really heard a definitive price.
Well, there's four models. There's the ZC2, which is the model I am in. There's the ZC25, which is the model that is for a couple, and then there's the ZC252, which is actually for a family.
And so right now, then, if you are in it, you are actually sharing it with Martin, correct? Martin Smith?
No. Martin is in his own ZC2 model, and we are on a three-way Bluetooth call.
Okay. So for example, I have 3 kids, a wife and 3 kids. You would expect me to, every night, strap snorkels onto my kids and my wife and myself.
Well, it's very easy. A child could do it themselves. So
I'm going to take that a step further.
You could do your own.
Okay, Steve?
Kids could do their own.
Okay, I'm going to take that a step further. A lot of people I know, have dogs or pets that sleep with them at night. What if I've got a dog or a cat that, have you factored that in?
Most animals do not appreciate the warm embrace of the salinated water.
Or an electrical current zapping them.
So it's a
now,
salinated
if you have a pet
water.
sea turtle or a pet maybe a pet goldfish, you could maybe have them in the ZC model with you.
So I don't think anyone gets a goldfish so they can sleep in the same bed as them, though.
Did you say it's a salinated water?
Correct.
Because that even ups the electricity concern. I mean, salinated water actually will
conducts better electricity.
Yeah.
Right. It's more of a tingling sensation to awaken.
I don't want to awaken. Well, first of all, I want to wake up.
Okay.
Right. The electric current passes through the water, slightly elevating the temperature beyond the optimal sleeping level, and the Tingly Embrace wakes up your muscles. No matter what time of day or night you need to wake up. And that is one of the best things for third shift workers. They can sleep during the day without interruption from the neighbors' noises or the sunshine.
Are you familiar what warm water usually does to a hand when you're sleeping? I mean, is that an issue?
Oh, no. Never been an issue.
Now, you said tingling embrace, and the first time you said warm embrace, and there's something disturbing about that. That has a finality to it that makes me uncomfortable.
This is all based on a very innovative design by the famous electrician Nikola Tesla. He was working on this and a death ray simultaneously, and it turns out there's some similar applications.
Mac, we're going to have to stop you right there for a second. Back that up to Tesla. Nikola Tesla was involved in the design of this.
Nikola Tesla invented this, and I believe he stopped work on it after a malfunction killed his favorite pigeon.
His favorite
pigeon?
Pigeon?
Just going to skip over that. The question that's been on my mind, just from hearing your general talking on this matter, if a tube slips out, is there a fail-safe mechanism where the person could push up and easily get out, or are you pretty much trapped in there?
Oh, there's an emergency release button that opens the tube.
Good.
But we are not liable for any damage to your apartment or home.
From what? Oh, the water, I guess?
The water.
How many gallons of water does it hold? Do you know?
It depends on the model.
Like the smallest one.
The ZC2 model, well, there's a recirculator pump where some of the water is. There's a filtration system that takes out some of the impurities that seep out of your body during the natural sleeping process.
We're not going to be drinking the water, so why? I'm just curious as to that.
Oh, health reasons.
Here's the thing. I don't think this sounds safe.
Oh, it is entirely safe. Of the 2.5 dozen units we've delivered, we've only had one person be unsatisfied.
So you've delivered 30.
And when you say unsatisfied, you mean dead, right?
So of the 30 you've delivered, only 29 have survived it. Is that fair to say?
You're the one making that claim. I would never make that claim. But
would you dispute that claim?
I never said that precisely. I said we've delivered 30, and we've only had one unsatisfied customer.
What did she say about it?
Ethel?
Yeah, what did Ethel say?
I don't count her. She never filed a complaint.
Didn't you mention a Thelma earlier?
Yes, Thelma never filed a complaint.
So now we're up to 2.
So we're up to 2 out of 30.
Well, no. I mean, we've delivered the same one a few times.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
We have a 75% money-back guarantee. If you're not completely satisfied or alive at the end of using it, we will buy it back for 75% of the sale price.
Okay, Mr. Martin, I think I'm going to have to pass on... First of all, I don't do advertising anyway, but even if I did...
Hard pass. This is a hard pass.
This is a hard pass. This is a hard pass.
Sure we can't move that to a soft pass?
Probably not, Mac.
Yeah, I think you and...
A firm maybe?
No, it's a firm no. I mean, it's a definite, absolutely not.
Definite maybe?
No. I mean, there's no circumstances where this happens. And in fact, I would warn people not to buy the VC waterbeds.
My life's work.
You know what? I hope it's not the last thing you work on if you continue sleeping in it. So I'm going to say good night on that note.
Enjoy your little twitchy wake-up call.
Oh, I hope he wakes up. That's no good. Oh, Steve, why do you take these calls?
It's all about the public.
Do you just take the calls, or do you screen them in any way?
What does screen mean? What do you mean?
Like, do you ask them what they're calling about, or...
No, I just saw the phone ringing.
Let's not do that anymore, maybe?
We'll see. I'll take that into consideration.
Will you?
Yep.
Well, that's good. Oh,
Uncle Rosie's Pick of the Week. Pick of the Week. Pick of the Week.
That was a surprise.
That's a flashback.
Yeah, it is a flashback. And for whatever reason, the image that pops up for Uncle Brucey's Pick of the Week is Vivaldi, the Masterpieces. That's the album cover that shows up on the media player here.
Uncle Rosie's Pick of the Week.
Vivaldi, the Masterworks. So, all right. Well, after we cornered Bruce about his top 3 Rolling Stone tunes, he said he wants to hear the new Ray Stevens song that came out in February of this year. And that song is called... Go ahead.
No, go
okay. Taylor Swift is Stalking Me.
And correct me if I'm wrong, this is a WJBD premiere, is it not?
Yes, it is. They've heard it, but they have not yet played it on the air. So this is the first time you were hearing it on WJBD. And here it is. Maybe.
Enjoy.
I think it just died on me here.
What'd you do?
I don't know. But the thing is, Bruce was also telling us, he goes, well, you can screen it if you want to. And we're like, I think it'll be all right. And if it's not, we'll just blame it on you. Yep. So here it is. All right, we're back. That's Ray Stevens. Taylor Swift is Stalking Me. And it is...
That was your Uncle Brucey pick of the week.
That was. It was... actually, what we like to call it is...
Uncle Brucey's pick of the week. Pick of the week. Pick of the week.
Was that stalking or stalking?
Stalking with an N apostrophe.
Okay.
Hey, you know what we were talking about before that song?
Yeah, the top 3. And I was wondering if we could get back to...
No.
What were we talking?
You mentioned something about me screening calls or whatever.
So
I'm trying real hard to do that. We got a phone call.
Do you... What?
I said, I'm trying to screen our calls. We got a phone call.
Okay.
Take it and see what it's about.
No, that's not... Steve, that's not what screening is.
That's what you wanted me to do, to see what it was about. And
Okay, well, what's it about?
Phone's over there. I don't know. Answer it and we'll see.
No, the point of screening calls is to, like, you answer the phone and go, hi, who is this? What's your name? What
Okay,
do you
click
call?
that over there and I'll say, hi, who is this? What are you calling about? Do it. Click it.
But
Click
you're
it.
supposed to do it before you get
Did you do
these
it?
people on the air.
Did you click it yet?
It's on.
Hi, this is Steve Yurts at Radio
That's not your
Nowhere.
name. Don't use fake names.
What can we do for you, kind sir?
Can I point something out here real quick?
He's trying to talk to us.
Well, I'd just like to point out that you did not even get the information we asked. You didn't get his name or why he was calling.
Hi, what's your name? Why are you calling?
My name is Dominic Devereaux, and I want to talk about a book I've written in regards to music conspiracies.
Why does it sound like you got a rattlesnake next to you?
I think you got your radio up too high or something wherever you're listening to us. Okay, what's Dominic? Is that your name, Dominic?
Yes, Dominic Devereaux.
Okay.
Hey, Dominic Devereaux is on the phone, and he wants to talk to us about conspiracies.
Thanks, Steve. You are you're a great help.
Thank you.
That would have been great if you would have done that off the air.
Oh, well. Live and learn.
Dominic, are you still there?
Yes.
Okay. So you wanted to talk about a book you found?
A book I've written.
Oh, so you're an author?
Yes.
Okay. And what is this book called?
It's called Suspicious Minds.
Suspicious Minds.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And what is the concept of the book?
I take a look at some of the more well-known and then go really in-depth on some of the lesser-known conspiracies regarding the world of music.
Okay.
Okay, you said it's some of the more well-known and lesser-known, both?
Yes. Yeah, I'm trying to shed light on the lesser-known. Like, for instance, the Paul McCartney death hoax. I mean, what do you know about it?
You play the record backwards, and it said Paul's dead.
And
there's hints in the lyrics.
And the concept was that Paul McCartney died, right?
Yeah, from a car crash around 1967.
And then he was so popular the Beatles and him and the Beatles were so popular that they, since he died, they replaced him with a look-alike or a sound-alike or both, right?
Yeah, named Billy Shears. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the Sgt. Pepper clues is Billy
right.
Shears. Yeah, I mean, but and that's been around forever, and it kind of comes back on social media once in a while, and
yeah. So you're all familiar with that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, I think it's kind of fun. You look for the clues on the albums and whatnot, and
right. Yeah, we touch upon that. It gets its own chapter. There's some other ones. I'm sure you've heard the theory that Stevie Wonder really isn't blind.
No.
Yeah, I mean, he was born without sight, and there's lots of clues along the way that point out that Stevie Wonder really does have sight.
I don't know that I've ever heard that before.
What are your clues?
All right, think the song, I believe, Too High, where he, the lyric, and I'm paraphrasing here, then red is green. How would a man who's never even, he can't understand the concept of color, let alone differentiate between red and green?
Maybe that's the point of the lyric. He's saying that it's all the same to him.
Then dismiss photos with Stevie Wonder taking pictures in museums. There's been numerous shots with Stevie Wonder with camera taking pictures.
Oh, okay. I mean, do you have some of those pictures in your book?
There might be. If you buy the book, you'll be able to see for yourself.
All right. So Stevie Wonder, you're saying, can actually see, and this is all like just a big put on that he's blind. That's the
I have firsthand knowledge that the man can see.
You have firsthand knowledge.
I thought he said pretend knowledge.
So what? Can I ask what your first-hand knowledge is?
Yeah, when I need to lift, Stevie Wonder is my driver.
Stevie Wonder has driven for you before.
Yeah, like we're friends. He'll pick me up on the way to like dinner, stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, I didn't want to spoil everything, but there is a picture in the book showing me and Stevie driving in downtown New York.
Okay.
Okay, I mean, why would you reveal that now then?
He told me I could. He said he's getting up there in age. Gave me the go-ahead.
So Stevie Wonder said it's okay for you to write a book about conspiracy theories and put him in there.
That's kind of a gray area. But
I'm curious to hear about some of these other lesser-known conspiracies.
Okay. I'll just rattle a few off. Little Richard, what do you know about him?
I seem to remember hearing he's a reverend of some kind also.
Yeah, I've heard that. Or
yeah,
he's performed.
His physical appearance. What all do you know? Describe him.
He's really flamboyant, right? Doesn't he like to dress?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he could. More specifically,
is he little?
Actually, he's 1 foot and 7 3/4 inches tall.
So he is quite little then.
Yes, diminutive. The man has to wear a size 4 infant shoe.
Really?
Do you have first-hand knowledge of this?
Yeah, are there pictures?
I have a picture of his shoe collection. Quite shocking.
Is he standing next to the shoe collection?
Now, he's in a pair, and you're in his walk-in closet. I mean, and that's basically a little more than like a dollhouse at this point.
Okay, is there something in the picture that shows the scale of Little Richard and his shoe collection?
Yeah, well, I'm standing next to him.
Okay.
Stevie Wonder took me there to drop me off so I could interview Richard for my book.
He drove you.
Mr. Devereaux, how tall are you?
I'm 6'3".
Okay.
How can a 1 foot man drive? I mean, this could.
No, Stevie Wonder drove.
Oh, okay.
Drove Mr. Devereaux to Little Richard's house.
Yeah.
Lil.
It's truth in advertising, I guess.
And then, I mean, the other stuff, like I'm sure you're familiar, at least have seen the headlines, that Kris Kristofferson is a lizard person, that they're a race of people from outer space that are secretly running the country. That seems to be a pretty common one, I'm sure you've heard.
Is it?
Who?
Not at all.
Kris Kristofferson?
Yes.
Is a lizard person.
Like
yeah,
off
sort of like a lizard group of Illuminati people. I mean, presidents of the past, political leaders, they've all been rumored to
And Kris Kristofferson.
Yeah.
Okay. No, haven't heard it.
That one, I was kind of skeptical until I saw his true form. That one is in the book. That's why the book has a bit of a hefty price tag. But that's all I'm going to say about that.
A picture of Kris Kristofferson is in
as
the book?
a lizard person.
Kris Kristofferson in his lizard form, his true form.
But now, to be fair, that could be any person in a lizard form, and we wouldn't know that it's actually Kris Kristofferson.
Yeah, but he's wearing Kris Kristofferson's noted jean jacket that he wears a lot of times when he performs on stage.
Does he still have Kris Kristofferson's hair, like facial hair? And
yeah. It looks like a giant lizard's put a wig on, is what it looks like, but it's kind of bizarre.
Kinda.
There's some other ones. You're all familiar with Madonna, right?
Yeah,
of course.
Not a real person, animatronic puppet.
Since when?
I guess, what year did they say she was born? Puppetry's been really advanced, so, I mean, she's been, performing for, 30, 40 years? Yeah, that's a puppet. I mean, it's just a well-done Chuck E. Cheese type puppet.
Like those...
Animatronic.
Yeah.
What was that?
What about her movies? She's been in a couple movies.
A lot of stand-ins, a lot of CGI.
I don't know if there was much CGI back
when. Okay, what else you got in that book?
Just throw out some real quick ones. Ray Parker Jr. only had one big hit song.
Ghostbusters. Yeah, Ghostbusters.
Take a guess why?
He's a ghost.
I mean, really, he was not that popular, I don't think, at the time, and just
Ray Parker Jr. It's not coincidence he did a song called Ghostbusters, an actual ghost that was captured.
Who was?
Ray Parker Jr.
Ray Parker Jr. is a ghost.
Yeah.
That was captured?
Performed a song, and then he left. went to the spectral realm. Of other things, let me get to the one that's going to blow you away. It kind of ties in to Suspicious Minds. Elvis, everybody says isn't dead.
Yeah, I think that theory has kind of run out. I mean,
he's not dead because Elvis Presley really never existed.
Elvis never existed.
No, I mean, Elvis Presley, till maybe 15 or 16, then the kid vanishes. The performer that everybody knows and loves of Graceland lore, it's been a series of people over the years. And, I mean, without getting too much in the way, Elvis, the clue's in his name. These are various people that have helped portray Elvis over the years.
Little Richard?
E is obviously Elton John. He did Love Me Tender.
Elton John did Love Me Tender.
Yes. There's the E. The L in Elvis is Lyle Lovett. Big Hound Dog fan, so anytime you hear Hound Dog, actual Lyle Lovett. V is country star Vince Gill, so when you hear the country styles of Elvis, like Kentucky Rain, stuff like that, that's Vince Gill. I in Elvis, that's Isaac Hayes. And S, Steve Winwood. Did a lot of the, what you would call later Elvis. So you put those together.
Yeah, I can see that.
Those timelines don't cross over, though. Vince Gill?
Look, if you read the book, I explain it all.
Okay, and let's talk about the book for a minute. Suspicious Minds. So the Suspicious Minds title is an Elvis song. So it's from this whole Elvis theory, I'm assuming, then?
Yeah, it's Suspicious Mind title. Actually, it's based on the conspiracy of who actually wrote what you would say were Elvis's songs.
Well, I know Elvis covered a lot of older songs.
Elvis actually didn't write the songs. These songs were written by two notable actors that couldn't catch a break in the music industry, so they became actors while using pseudonyms. They wrote lots of popular songs for Elvis and other stars.
Can you tell us who these stars are, these actors?
Yes, that'd be Tim Conway and Don Knotts. They're actually quite accomplished songwriters.
And they wrote Suspicious Minds.
They wrote Suspicious Minds for Elvis. Other songs you may know, they wrote Axel F. for the Beverly Hills Cop franchise. For the Big Bopper, they actually did Chantilly Lace. Don Knotts penned Born This Way by Lady Gaga. Then they collaborated for Frank Sinatra and did the song My Way. I assume you're familiar with it.
They were very good actors, though, really.
And the coolest thing is, if you go through the classic films of Conway and Knotts, if you listen to the scores to their films backwards, you can hear them talking about, we wrote My Way, we wrote for Elvis. I mean, it's quite bizarre.
It has them admitting to it, like they just recorded themselves admitting to it and then hid it in their movies.
Yeah, they got fed up, and this was their way out to at least admit what they were doing.
So if I take the music to the Apple Dumpling Gang and run it backwards,
and I think that's the one where you got Conway saying, "Hey Don, My Way, what a hoot!" So, yeah, it's unbelievable.
So where can we get this book of yours?
The book's going to debut everywhere in fine stores within the next 2 months. I think online you can get it in a couple of months. However, a friend of mine, as a salute to military men, he's a retired military jet. He runs a bookstore. It's going to debut here, I think, next week. Maybe I'll appear there to do a meet and greet. And it's yours for the price tag of $79.99. It's a 3,200 page book.
Is it a textbook?
It's 3,200 pages.
Yeah, it's a bit. It was kind of big, but then I edited it down. So yeah.
Mr. Devereaux, with that number of pages, would you say this book is comprehensive?
Probably. Like I said, there was some stuff I'd like to include, but I needed to keep the book length short.
Okay.
And we need to keep our radio show short as well, so I'm going to say thank you for calling in, and we'll keep an eye out for Suspicious Minds, okay?
All right, thanks a lot.
Thank you. That's
something else.
Another failure from you, Steve.
I asked him what he was calling about.
Okay, you and I are going to have a conversation off the air about what it means to screen calls. Okay?
Scream calls?
Screen calls, so we don't get any more of this. Okay.
The conversation will take place off the air, as will the screening from now on.
From
right?
now on, the screening takes place off the air. The conversation takes place off the air.
It's kind of happening on the air right now.
It is. I feel okay. You know what? I think it's time we're going to play one more song and call it a night. So it's Matt Donahoe
And Steve Stein.
Matt Liebarger.
And Chad Spray.
And we're saying if you like what you heard, tell a friend. If you don't like what you heard, don't tell anybody.
Ever.
And have a happy Easter.